What they think is if I get the vaccine, there's 100% that I will not get sick. I will not get really sick and I will not die. But what it actually means is that in order to prevent one COVID death, they have to give 22,000 vaccinations. And what that means is if you're going to give 22,000 vaccinations to prevent one COVID death, you better make sure that that vaccine is not killing anybody from other causes. And there's a graph that summarizes all-cause mortality. So how many people died in the vaccine group during that 6-month period, and how many people died in the placebo group? And in the vaccine group, 21 people died over 6 months of the 22,000 of all causes. And in the placebo group, only 17 died. That means if you want to do, if you want to follow their protocols and their estimates, if you take the vaccine, you're 21% more likely to die over 6 months than people who don't, of all causes. You're half as likely to die from COVID. You're 21% more likely to die from some other cause. And if you want to look closer and say, well, what was killing all these extra people? It was cardiac arrest. There were 5 cardiac arrest deaths in the vaccine group and only 1 in the placebo group. What that means is that if you take that vaccine, you're 500% more likely to die from a fatal cardiac arrest over the next 6 months than if you don't. What it also means is that for every life they save by preventing a death from COVID, they are killing 4 people from cardiac arrest. And then if you look at the real world data, and the people who've really done a good job of parsing this are my friend Steve Kirsch and then, the Wall Street genius, Ed Dowd, who I hope you can get those guys on your show at one point. But what they've shown is that by looking at insurance data, by looking at Social Security data, insurance data from all over the world, Social Security data, the mortality and morbidity data from CDC and others, that there's been this huge hike in cardiac arrest death and unexplained deaths. There's so many unexplained deaths among adults that CDC has created a new category of death called SADS, which is sudden unexplained deaths. And the province of Alberta, which is heavily vaccinated, has reported that the highest cause of death in 2021 was unexplained deaths. And this is something that's never, and those deaths are happening to young people. COVID kills the elderly near the end of life, but the vaccines apparently are killing people very young. And we're seeing also, there's so much anecdotal evidence. The athletes who are dying, over 1,100 athletes who have died on the field or have suffered cardiac arrest on the field during 2021, the airline pilots who have died in flight, all of these young, healthy people, and particularly athletes who are suddenly dying without any explanation, and medical personnel as well. And the reaction of the media, the social media, and the pharmaceutical industry and the medical cartel has been to censor information about those deaths, to make sure that the public is not seeing what's happening and is not asking questions.
Hey, it's Brian Rose, founder of the DeFi Academy. I've told you my 4-week crypto bootcamp is amazing, but don't take my word for it. This is what my students are saying.
The DeFi Academy was an amazing experience for me. It took me totally out of my comfort zone.
In this course, I was challenged, I was held accountable, and pushed to do things that honestly weren't always easy.
It's been phenomenal, and I can't believe we're already up on our 4 weeks. It has flown by.
Going through this DeFi accelerator by far was one of the best courses I've taken.
You do this course, you really get into the nitty-gritty of the activities that will make you comfortable with decentralized finance.
Thank you so much to Brian and everyone at London Real and the DeFi Academy for even putting together an amazing course like this.
Anybody else that wants to do it, please sign up. It is well worth the money.